There is a comforting lie we like to believe about economies: that corruption weakens them, that dishonesty slows growth, that illegal money destroys stability. But in one country, for several years, the opposite was true. Corruption didn't break the economy, it powered it. This is the story of an economy that didn't survive despite corruption, but thrived because of it. A system where bribery became policy, shadow finance replaced institutions, and illegal money quietly kept the nation alive. A story buried not because it failed, but because it worked too well. Welcome to Econ Noir. It began during a period of economic collapse. The official economy was dying slowly. Factories closed, public salaries were delayed. State-owned companies reported profits on paper, but produced nothing of value. Inflation wasn't explosive, it was corrosive. Every month, money bought a little less trust, and when trust disappears, something else takes its place. At first, corruption appeared as a temporary shortcut, a bribe to speed up paperwork, a payment to move goods through customs, an unofficial fee to access fuel, permits, or foreign currency. The government condemned it publicly, while quietly depending on it privately. Because behind the scenes, the official system had stopped functioning. Budgets were frozen, supply chains were broken, but corruption kept things moving. Trucks crossed borders not because documents were approved, but because envelopes changed hands. Hospitals received equipment not through procurement, but through favors. Businesses survived not by following regulations, but by negotiating around them. An entire shadow economy formed inside the state itself, underground but intertwined with power. For ordinary citizens, survival meant learning the rules of this unofficial system. Those who could pay advanced, those who couldn't waited indefinitely. Merit collapsed. Connections became currency, but something unexpected happened. Despite moral decay, economic activity increased. Markets stabilized, goods returned to shelves. Employment quietly rose in sectors no one officially monitored. From the outside, analysts were confused. By every model, this economy should have collapsed completely. Instead, it plateaued. Then it grew. Growth fueled by corruption is dangerous, but it is still growth, and for a government desperate to avoid total collapse, it was acceptable. Officials stopped fighting corruption and began managing it. Bribes became standardized. Informal fees followed unwritten rules. Certain industries were left untouched as long as money flowed upward. What emerged wasn't chaos, it was order, a dark, efficient order built on fear and silence. This was no longer a failure of governance, it was a parallel financial system, a system where shadow finance replaced law and loyalty mattered more than legality. But every corrupt economy carries a fatal weakness: it consumes trust faster than it creates value. Foreign investors sensed it. Capital fled quietly. The middle class began moving money abroad. The system that once kept the country alive slowly began draining it instead. Eventually, the same corruption that powered growth turned inward. Officials fought over territory. Costs rose, bribes escalated. The informal system became too expensive to sustain. And then, almost overnight, the illusion collapsed. The economy didn't crash loudly, it suffocated. Businesses closed without explanation. Public services failed without announcements. The shadow system devoured the official one and then itself. Years later, this period is remembered with strange nostalgia. Some say life was easier, others say at least things worked. But what they're remembering isn't prosperity, it's survival inside a broken system that temporarily rewarded compliance. This is the dark truth of economics, rarely discussed. Corruption can stabilize a collapsing economy, but only by destroying its future. An economy can grow without justice. It can function without fairness, but it cannot survive without trust. This was the economy that thrived on corruption. Not because it was strong, but because it had no other choice. You've been watching Econ Noir. And in dark economics, the most dangerous systems are not the ones that fail, but the ones that almost succeed.